Awesome admins, we've got some great tips to help you succeed. Stay tuned.
Awesome admin.
Welcome to Skills for Success. I'm Jillian Bruce, Principal Admin Evangelist at Salesforce, and on today's final episode of the series, we've got two skills we're going to talk about: learner's mindset and designer's mindset. And to do that, I'm going to be joined by two incredible guests who are going to help share their tips for how you can develop those skills. Let's get started. First up, we've got learner's mindset. Newsflash, we work in technology. And newsflash, technology is always changing. And it's our job as Salesforce admin not only to stay up to date with the broader technology changes, but also understand what's coming in Salesforce, what's changing. We've got 3 releases a year. We got net new products and innovations coming down the pipe. And by learning and staying up to date with all of those changes and innovations, then sharing that knowledge with others, well, it helps everybody succeed at the same time. And as an admin, we can really lead by example, because as we quickly learn what the business needs and then design practical Salesforce solutions to help meet those needs, we can communicate that clearly to stakeholders, which means then they understand what's changing and their knowledge is increasing as well. So also, when you're applying for jobs, it's really important to demonstrate that you have a passion for learning about new changes and innovations in technology. So be prepared to share some stories about how you've done that and how you've inspired others to do the same. Now, I want you to hear from a real life awesome admin who can put a lot more context to this. And in fact, he just learned about Salesforce a few short years ago, and now he's used his learner's mindset to really make great strides in the Salesforce ecosystem. Amit, Arya, all the way from India, take it away.
Well, thank you, Jillian. So, having a learner's mindset has really helped me, and I would like to provide you with 3 short tips that would help you too. First, learning is the key to success. I truly believe that in order to be successful in any career, you need to continuously learn and develop new skills to better yourself. Trailhead is a great resource which can help you gain confidence and understand the Salesforce platform better. Second, hands-on experience is a must. Companies looking to hire often favor candidates who have prior experience, so getting hands-on experience is a must. For this, you can complete super badges on Trailhead, or you can join as a volunteer in any actual organization where you get to solve the real-world problems. Third, connect with others. The next important step that I would suggest you is to make connections and network. This can be done through joining any Trailblazer community group meeting or networking through Facebook groups, LinkedIn, or you can join the Trailblazer mentorship program.
Great tips, Amit. And I love your point about getting that hands-on experience. There is nothing to replace that. Now, if you want to get some hands-on experience, check out this great resource. Now for the final skill in this series, and perhaps the most important, designer's mindset. Now, designer's mindset is all about creating human-centered experiences in Salesforce. So to do that, you have to understand the human and then the Salesforce piece of it. And for the human piece of it, that means you have to understand some basic user design concepts. So understanding how you can build solutions that people actually want to use. And then for the Salesforce part of it, you have to understand what declarative and out-of-the-box features the Salesforce platform has and how you can leverage those to build solutions. Now, employers are also starting to notice how important this skill is. So finding ways to represent designer's mindset on your resume and in your interview process is really going to set you up for success. Now, to talk more about this, I'm going to throw you over to a wonderful human at the center of this admin skills experience, the one and only Melissa Hild. Melissa, take it away.
You're right. More and more employers are looking for candidates that know how to create human-centered user experiences in Salesforce. Here are 3 ways you can represent this skill on your resume. A great place to start is on Trailhead. Doing the badges and the UX design certification prep trail mix will not only improve your skills, but you will learn some incredibly helpful tools to make your human-centered design above and beyond. Consequence scanning is one of my favorites, and the UX design certification on your resume helps potential employers understand how dedicated you are to the success of the entire team. Human-centered design is defined as a creative approach to solving people's problems that begins with identifying their needs and ends with creating solutions. That might be products, experiences, services, but you want to meet those needs. A second way to show this on your resume is that if you've conducted a workshop with your team to align goals or identified specific challenges your users have, and then work to improve the situation. These are great examples of human-centered design. Someone is doing the design work, and it's probably you, whether you realize it or not. So be sure to highlight your creative problem-solving approaches and the results. And last but not least, you want to show you're being proactive when it comes to designing an optimal user experience. Have you done this in previous roles? What steps did you take? Pull it all together. And for example, you might say, in my previous role as an admin, I proactively planned and facilitated design testing and validation to ensure the optimal user experience.
Well, hooray for creativity. I think when you're talking about making human-centered experiences in Salesforce, there's a million ways you can do it. So tapping into that creative brain that you have and finding ways to do it is so important. Thank you, Melissa, for sharing those tips with us. And if you'd like to learn more about how you can develop your designer's mindset skill, please check out this amazing resource. Thank you so much for joining us in the Skills for Success journey. Huge thank you to our amazing experts for sharing their tips and advice. And before we go, I want to plug again my favorite website, admin.salesforce.com/skillskit, because it's where you're going to find any information you want about anything you saw in this series. And I want to take a moment and talk about the Skills Kit. So the Skills Kit is really intended to be your go-to resource for anything admin skills. Job seekers, this is a great resource to help you build your resume and help you build your career and your skill set. Experienced admins, this is a great resource as you're preparing for maybe a promotion conversation or figuring out what additional skills you need to add to your team. And speaking of adding to your team, employers, this is a fantastic resource as you figure out what skills you need to bring on to your team and how to maybe write that job description. Now, before we wrap up, I'm going to give you some more tips, 5 more to be exact, on how you can best use the Skills Kit. Number 1, familiarize yourself with all 14 skills before you do anything, before you add them to a job description or a resume. Number 2, keep in mind this is meant to be a guide and a resource, not a one-size-fits-all tool. So pick the skills that are the most relevant to your situation. And number 3, you do not need all 14 skills to be a successful Salesforce admin. In fact, do not add all 14 skills to your job description or to your resume. Nobody wants to see that. And number 4, use the examples provided in the Skills Kit as a starting point. Don't copy and paste them verbatim. Again, people are going to notice. Just don't do that. And then finally, number 5, don't forget about transferable skills. Transferable skills are incredibly important to your success as an admin. Think about what you learned in a different industry, a different role that will set you apart and make you an even better, awesome admin. All right. That's it. I'm going to give you that URL one more time because, it's my favorite, admin.salesforce.com/skillskit. And I really appreciate you so much for watching. Good luck with your Skills for Success journey. With that, I'm Jillian Bruce, and I'll catch you next time in the cloud.
Awesome admin.